I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Area residents continue to try to come to grips with the tragedy in Newburgh Tuesday night and to question what could have led 25-year-old LaShondra Armstrong to load her 4 small children into her minivan and plunge it into the Hudson River. Makeshift memorials have been created in a show of sorrow for Armstrong and 5-year-old Landon Pierre, 2-year-old Lance Pierre, and 11-month-old Leonia Pierre. According to Newburgh police, Armstrong and the father of the young children, Jean-Pierre, had a history of domestic disputes, the latest one happening in their William Street apartment just prior to the tragedy. Ironically, last night's ceremony, sponsored by the Orange County Coalition for Crime Victims' Rights, had been scheduled to be held in the city of Newburgh. Police Chief Michael Ferrara found it appropriate to mention the region's latest crime victim, 10-year-old LaShawn Armstrong, who was able to get out of the sinking minivan and swim to safety.
Tonight is all about crime victims and the pain that they suffer, and I can't remember in my career where more pain was suffered as is the victim from last night. That 10-year-old boy, and I'm going to speak a little bit more about it, okay? He was heroic in what he did to get out of that car, and the pain that he's going to go through is unbelievable, and we should all remember him for that.
And we look to honor those people locally and nationally that have stood up for crime victims, and we look to reshape the future. What can we do as a community? What can we do as a group to make things better, not only here in the city of Newburgh, but throughout Orange County?
Those in the region were awaiting word on the scheduling of funeral services for the victims of the Hudson River horror. Local clergy members were making plans for a prayer vigil this evening. And also in the works, a fund for LaShawn, the 10-year-old survivor who told police his mother said, "If I'm going to die, we're all going to die together." Now keep checking back here at Record Online for the latest developments and get updated information in tomorrow's Times Herald Record.
I'm going to do, thank you, 3,000. I'm going to do 3. Now 3, but you get 3,000.
In other news, more than 40 tax delinquent properties in the city of Newburgh went on the auction block earlier today, attracting a number of potential bidders. Newburgh officials are hoping to put the parcels back on the tax rolls in order to generate some badly needed revenue for the city.
We have a lot of properties that we would like to be able to dispose of and stop paying city taxes as well as school taxes on these properties and help to stabilize the neighborhoods. We need to find ways to occupy these buildings, make stable neighborhoods.
The hope is today's auction of city-owned property will bring in around $300,000. Officials also hope bringing the properties back to life will help revitalize some of Newburgh's struggling neighborhoods. Traffic troubles on a section of Interstate 84 earlier today. A flatbed trailer carrying a cherry picker bucket truck being transported by a tractor-trailer rig overturned while driving off Route 17 onto I-84 westbound in the town of Wallkill shortly after 12 noon. The driver wasn't hurt, but one of the Route 84 traffic lanes was shut down, slowing down traffic in that direction. And hazmat crews had been called to the scene to deal with a fuel spill that was coming from the damaged cherry picker. State police were hoping to have the scene cleaned up later this afternoon. It took an Orange County court jury about 2.5 hours to convict a Walden man for sexually assaulting a teenage girl last summer. The jury returned guilty verdicts against 20-year-old Daquan Johnson on charges of felony criminal sexual act and endangering the welfare of a child. The incidents involving a girl less than 15 years old happened over a 5-day period in July. Johnson faces up to 7 years in prison when he is sentenced next month. And when bank personnel came to check on what they thought was an unoccupied foreclosed home in the Ulster County community of Highland, they discovered a car parked in the driveway and people sleeping inside. The bank personnel called Ulster 911 as the intruders drove off. They were later found by police walking on the Hudson Valley Rail Trail in Highland. Turns out the car had been stolen from an upstate Fulton County residence, and the proceeds from a burglary there were discovered in the car. Fulton County residents Stuart Forney and David Draffin now face burglary and stolen property charges. Well, after the rain of the past couple of days, we deserved today's sunshine. It should be more of the same tomorrow. Friday will be mostly sunny, but it'll be a little cooler. The highs tomorrow will be up around 60 degrees. Saturday will be cloudy, and another round of rain will arrive by late in the day. Temperatures Saturday won't get much higher than 50 degrees. When news breaks anywhere, locally or around the world, you'll find out about it here at Record Online, and you'll get a complete look at all that's happening when you pick up tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.